The internal wrangling within the Union Cabinet over the proposed new anti-rape law may further delay the criminal amendment bill. The Cabinet was meant to clear the bill today as a matter of formality, but it seems unable to have overcome divisions between different ministries over a host of issues, major and minor. The government claims it's committed to beating the clock and pushing the bill through. But activists worry that in that process of seeking political consensus, they might be blunting the spirit of the bill.
There is an issue whether the age of consent should be 18 or 16. That is why there is a cabinet. In the cabinet, this will be resolved after a few minutes of discussion.
It was expected to be a short cabinet meeting, and the anti-rape law legislation was to be cleared and a mere formality. But instead, minister after minister raised concerns about the legislation, including the draconian provisions. The sticking points include the age of consent for sex. The Home Minister and the Minority Affairs Minister wanted the age lowered to 16. But the Women and Child Development Minister is against it, saying it is an open invitation for child abuse. The Finance Minister has also argued in favor of keeping the age of consent at 18. The Law Ministry, however, wants the age lowered below 16. The second big sticking point is whether to make the law gender neutral. The Home Ministry wants the ambiguous sexual assault phrase replaced with rape so that the onus is firmly on the man. But the Law Ministry has reservations about it. They want it to cover a man raping a man. Criminalizing voyeurism is another bone of contention. While the anti-rape law has made voyeurism punishable, Law Ministry feels voyeurism and stalking could be used to file false complaints. Kapil Sibal also wants a provision for false complaints and wants it made punishable. But Manish Tiwari's I&B ministry has also expressed concerns over criminalizing voyeurism.
My point of view is same. POCSO we have recently passed in the parliament. So I agree on the age of 18 and 21 years.
Because this is an extremely important and critical piece of criminal legislation, it is necessary to err on the side of caution so that the people of India have an effective, credible and a purposive bill.
We may be running against time, but we must not run against reason. It's best to run against time rather than to run against reason. And the reason is that we must have a sound, sustainable, effective and a balanced law.
The whole country is waiting and watching for the law to be placed in Parliament and be passed. The government earlier had issued an ordinance which is to lapse now. But unfortunately, the Ministry of Law and Justice and the Home Ministry are loggerheads.
The group of ministers headed by P. Chidambaram has given just 24 hours to finalize the bill and bring it before the cabinet on Thursday. The government now knows it's running against time not to allow the anti-rape law ordinance to lapse and keep its promise to the nation to toughen laws. In New Delhi, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.